I am horrible at bossing. Before RuneScape, I never really played a game where I had to think of prayer switching, gear switching, special attacks, and tick timings, all while dodging, eating, and drinking potions. But luckily for me, I'm able to rely on guides and plugins created by the community to carry me through the learning stage.
That's why I'm here to share some of the simple RuneLite settings I use while bossing. All of these settings come with RuneLite by default, so you don't have to install any plugins. Let's get into it. First off, we have True Tile. In RuneLite, it's under the Tile Indicators plugin, which has two other really helpful settings. But True Tile is the most important for bossing. Basically, it shows an outline of the tile that your character is on, but it goes much deeper than that. While you're moving around Gielinor, the tile you see your character on and the one the server sees are not the same. The true tile is almost always ahead of your real position, so when you're dodging attacks from whatever boss you're fighting, it may not look like you got hit, but from the server's point of view, you were. A perfect example of this is in the Hollows of Poker. In here, you constantly encounter times when it looks like you're being hit, but in reality, your true tile is safe and sound. I think this is a must-have setting, so if you don't have it on, do yourself the favor, man. Next up is the key remapping plugin. It's a small setting you can change if you're not comfortable using the F keys, which you should be since switching between inventory, prayer, special attacking, and sometimes even spells is like a huge part of bossing, and personally something I struggled with when I first began. For me, setting my four most used menus to Q, W, E, and R worked best because I'm a disgusting League of Legends player. Honestly, this isn't that big of a change, it won't instantly make you better, but it allows for that small bit of comfort that'll help when bossing. Hey buddy, if you're liking the video so far, consider liking and subscribing, thank you. Finally, we have two plugins actually. I'm putting them together because 3 sounds better than 4 in the title. And these are the status bar and inventory tags plugin. The status bar is pretty self-explanatory. It adds 2 bars to the left of the inventory which you can configure to show hit points, prayer, run energy, special attack, or warmth. It also has a feature that shows you how much of a stat eating or drinking will restore when you hover over it, which I find really helpful. You can set it to hide itself after a certain time so it's not intruding on your skilling. Then we have the inventory tags plugin, which lets you shift right-click items in your inventory and tag them with certain colors. This is really helpful when you're first learning gear switching, so you can keep track of what gear you're currently wearing and what you need to switch into. Personally, I didn't use this one until very recently when I decided to give it a shot to see if it would help. And honestly, the difference is small, but it does help my monkey brain keep track of where the correct gear switch is when my inventory gets messy during combat. Well, there we have it. Those were all the settings I have for you right now. Only thing I have left to tell you is that if you're really struggling on boss encounters, consider doing some skilling content. The Hollows of Poker is particularly good for teaching you good movement, which comes in real handy during harder bosses later. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, and have a good day.